What is going on, guys? It is the Prodigy Craft here, back with episode 3 of Formula 1 2024 career mode, and today we are racing in Australia. The AusGP, not a bad one for me. I quite like this circuit, but obviously I'm not quite liking the car that we have. So let's jump straight in, and I will see you guys in the first practice session.
Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
A very warm welcome to Melbourne, the city that boasts 4 seasons in one day. Let's get this show on the road and let's see who'll be top of the timesheets down under.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Right, okay then, here we are in practice for the Australian Grand Prix. The first thing I'm going to do in this race is I'm actually going to put a setup on the car. Now, you saw me doing setups with the car in F1 23, but I haven't really done it so far in F1 2024, and that's because the handling model in 24, as you know, I've been struggling with it quite a bit. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try a setup and I'm going to see if that works any better for the car. Because obviously I don't want to be just at the back of the grid every weekend. I know I'm going to be because it's a Haas. But the last thing I want to do is be fighting for P19. I want the best possible outcome for my race. Now, I don't know why the brake pressure is on 99%. For me, if that's been the case the last couple of races, I need to have checked that, because that is not very good for myself. So we're going to go with this setup as a custom setup, and what we're going to do is we're going to get straight out there for a race strategy program. We're going to see how the car feels.
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp and get yourself in the zone. Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Well, what can I say? Other than the car feels night and day different to what it did yesterday. Although I'm not sure whether the game has been updated, because the handling feels incredibly different to what it did yesterday in the race, or whether that's just the setup that I have put on the car for this Grand Prix. But the differences between Jeddah and the Australian circuit are massive, in regards to the speeds of the corners and things like this. But even in the high-speed turns, this car feels incredible. The handling feels spot on. I did see when I went on my EA this morning, it did say update complete. So I'm not sure whether they have actually updated the game, or whether the setup changes I've made make the car feel so different. But all I can say is I have supreme confidence in the car. The traction probably feels still quite high in comparison to what it usually does on medium traction. But I'm feeling like quite positive for this race weekend. It does feel really, really good. And I feel like I have a great chance of potentially getting a good race out of this. So the next thing we're going to run is the qualifying pace program, something that I've notoriously been struggling with so far in F1 2024, especially in the Bahrain Grand Prix and again yesterday in Jeddah. But we're going to see what we can get out of the qualifying pace program and hopefully have a good weekend out of this. I'm feeling quite positive for the weekend to come. So join me at the end of the qualifying pace program and we can see where we are at.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat. Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
That is unbelievable. Unbelievable how that car feels in comparison to yesterday. And that has actually put us top of the timing sheet. So I don't know what the difference is between yesterday and today, but this car feels absolutely amazing. Now we have had some upgrades this weekend. Quite a few of them actually. But nowhere near what should be putting us at the top of the timing sheet. Now I know it's only practice, so I don't want to be getting ahead of myself, but unbelievable how this car feels around this circuit. But I've always been quite good around Australia. It's always been one of my best circuits, especially since they reprofiled this turn. I don't know what to say other than I've got supreme confidence in the car. yeah, that section, that little S section there feels absolutely incredible. I feel like I can push even further in that section. And what a lap there for the qualifying pace program. Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. So I will try and do a tyre management program, although I've arguably never been very good at the tyre management. So we'll just see how it goes and we'll see where we are at the end of it. But I'm not expecting too much.
We need to be sure we can manage the tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner. Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit. Fantastic lap. That's beaten our secondary target time. Temperature's so important for your tyres. Cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much, not to mention recharging the battery. Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
So even the tyre wear program feels relatively good, and it's on a set of quite old medium tyres. I know the 40% wear on the front left there, 21% on the front right. That is quite a difference. But we're gonna, yeah, you can feel it through the turns. But we're gonna see where we are at the end of practice. And as you can see there, we've absolutely aced every single practice program there in practice 1. And we are second on the timing boards, only to Fernando Alonso. We are 2 tenths quicker in the sector 3. He is 2 tenths quicker in sector 1. But then again, I definitely feel like we can push more on the soft tyres. So this is going to be an interesting qualifying when we get there.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Still on 90. It says that it's raining, although I don't see any rain out there. Oh yeah, it's pissing it down. And he's out on a set of soft tyres. What is going on? Why are they all out on dry tyres in the rain? I'm gonna go out on a set of intermediates. That seems unbelievable.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
So it is raining, but Logan Sargent is out on the track on a set of medium tyres, or was he on softs? I'm not too sure. We're going to be going out on a set of inters. cars around us are all on the soft compound tyre for some reason. And no cars are on wet tyres other than myself out here in practice. And it is absolutely chucking it down. There is no DRS active. And all the cars are on dry tyres. So I'm not sure why that is the case. But we're getting some wet running in here. Because qualifying, it's going to be raining as well. Or according to the forecast it is. I'm not too sure what is going on here, why these cars are not on the intermediate compound tyre and why they're all going around on dry tyres in the rain. No explanation for that at all. Oh.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
So not sure there why everyone in practice 2 decided to go out on the soft and medium compound tyre, especially when it was raining, but somehow they've still got within 1.3 seconds of me, even on the soft tyre in rain. So we're going to skip forward to qualifying now, and see where we're at for potentially a wet quali. Join me then.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Alright, it is absolutely pouring it down here. It is saying...
Okay, recommend taking wet tyres in the current conditions.
It's saying to go out on the full wets. I am not sure what everybody else is doing, but we can see K-Mag's going out on the full wets. I might as well just try my luck and go out on a set of intermediate tyres and just see where that puts us. If everyone else is going out on wets, I'm going to go out on a set of inters.
Track is wet right now. Feel your way around the conditions before you start pushing the car.
I'm not too interested in going out on the wet compound tyres. Mind you, it is looking pretty bad, to be honest. It might be full wet conditions. Well, you know, you got to try, ain't ya? If everyone else is going full wet. Oh, Jesus. The car is sliding. Oh! That's not great. be honest, it could have been worse on the set of intermediates. We've gone second. I mean, I've definitely done worse.
Okay, we're seeing good times on wet tyres. Looks like it's time to box. The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet.
That's what I'm talking about. Third lap in a row, we have gone quickest on the intermediate tyres in Q1. I think Inters are the quickest way to go. If you can get them to work around here, we are definitely quicker on the intermediate tyre than the wet runners. So I think if they're not going to move to wets, I think that's on. If they're not going to move to intermediates, that's on them. I still think there's time in my lap yet, and these are old Inters. That's 3-lap old Inters. So I think potentially the front runners are going to want to move to the intermediate tyre if we can go that quick on a set of Inters. Then again, Perez has gone 7/10 quicker on a set of wets. So I don't know, maybe I should move to a set of wet tyres. Okay, let's have a look at the times.
With conditions as they are, I'd suggest you take a set of full wets.
I don't know, I don't think that they're getting a second on us. And then we've got a new set of wets for the race, so let's continue. I think we're fine. So at the end of Q1 there, it is Charles Leclerc P1, Max Verstappen P2, Sergio Perez P3 with ourselves slotting in P14, only just making it through there to Q2, and we went on a set of intermediate tyres. Kevin Magnussen getting knocked out there in P17 on a set of wets. That means that in qualifying 2 we have a fresh set of wets to go on to if we need them. So let's go through to Q2.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
See, now everyone's going out on intermediates. Are they? Yes, they are.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
And we have gone quickest
Okay,
there.
you're doing well out there. Keep it up.
With a
We're looking at about 10 more
1:28.7.
minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Unbelievable quickest on the intermediate tyres there. We've pulled a lap absolutely out of the bag. Considering we went through to Q2 there in P14, we are currently leading the timing session here in qualifying. What a change of pace that is. And we are first by over a second there. That is unbelievable. I think we are safe to go through to Q3. Unbelievable. And at the end of qualifying 2, unbelievably, it is myself in P1, Max Verstappen P2, and George Russell in position 3. We have topped qualifying 2, getting an absolutely unbelievable lap out of them intermediate tyres. And what can happen in qualifying 3 here? Nothing has changed, difficulty-wise, from last race to this. Let's see what happens in Q3. It is dry now. It is saying that it is dry. And so we're going to be going out on a set of soft tyres. This is not good for us.
We're set.
It doesn't look dry down the pit lane. I see that Red Bull going down, leaving spray behind it, and so is that Aston Martin. It doesn't look dry out there. No, it certainly does not look dry. And with a 1:26.7 there, we have gone fastest in Q3 first runs. But I think we can go even faster here on this lap with DRS active. The track is rapidly drying up here.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. down the order, you're now in P7. P7.
And again, we've gone fastest on that second lap there. With a 1:25.219. I think we're going to have to go out at the end and set another lap here. But this is looking unbelievable.
All clear the garage, please. Cars ready to leave. .30 seconds left in the session.
We are P5 across the line. Absolutely unbelievable there. Unbelievable.
With qualifying wraps up now, we have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
What an unbelievable qualifying session there. Getting through to Q3, but not only Q3, with our very last ditch effort, we come across the line in P5. Unbelievable there. I think we're only going to go backwards in the race tomorrow, but what a start there for the Haas team. They've got to be more than happy with that.
Well, once upon a time, this used to be the season opener before it fell victim to a pandemic reshuffling. But now Albert Park is back at the heart of the F1 calendar, so welcome to sun-kissed Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. Close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable. Recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Jackson, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Stroll, Albon, Zhou, Bottas, Ocon, Gasly, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Sargent, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Tyre condition still looking good. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them. Okay, we're boxing this lap, give us the best in lap you can. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.0 seconds. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop. Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Kevin's in the pits. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Might see some rain, ETA about 15 minutes. Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Posted the fastest lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind, 18.8 seconds. Okay, mate, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this. mate. This is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Unbelievable. What the hell has just happened there? What has just happened there? How?
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory.
It's one thing to put fast laps together, but to make these moves stick without losing too much time, that's real racecraft.
There aren't many teams, as they come out onto the podium now, who could do what Haas have managed to accomplish here. It's hard to believe how competitive they've already become. Amazing victory. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
I don't quite know how we've achieved that. I have no earthly idea how that has happened. All I can say is unbelievable. Lap after lap after lap after lap, we were putting the laps together. We managed to make 2 overtakes for the lead after losing the lead. I don't know how we've done that. The pace of the car was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I have no words for how that has happened. I don't want to get too ahead of myself for the next race weekend, but if the car feels anything like that feels, I think we are in for a good season. Nothing has changed from the last weekend to this weekend. The difficulty has remained on the same, on 90. I have no idea, but we have a secret meeting, so we're gonna go and have a sit with the meeting. This looks like it's an RB meeting. I don't know if I'd be interested in moving to RB. I mean, we can continue the talks, I guess. I have no idea.
Been scouring the socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone else. And the meeting went well too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.
I'm just gonna check here that the difficulty has not changed. It hasn't. Unbelievable. Well, thank you guys for joining me in this episode of Formula 1 2024 career mode. We're going to have a look to see, is there any upgrades? There is. There's 2 upgrades that we can get done. So we're going to try and get both of these upgrades done now. Front ring and rear wing. And so, unbelievable. Yeah, I am super proud of that achievement that we've just got there. First race win, first podium finish of the season. Thank you guys for joining me. I've been the Prodigy Craft, and peace out.